Let's go!
This was first shown off how many months ago? Like, this was 5 months ago. I'd say I had a fleeting interest, right? Definitely a fleeting interest. And then this showed up.
What are you buying?
And now we actually get to see what the game is, you know, actually like. And here, the craziest thing is that, yes, they completely, like, remade RE4 for VR. So I don't have a Quest, right? I don't have an Oculus Quest. No computer needed to play it? Wait a minute, wait, I have too many questions right now. You can use your PC though? What the sh? I'm watching this trailer.
Resident Evil 4 has been re-released.
So this is IGN's hands-on.
But the upcoming Resident Evil 4
they actually
VR
played
for
it.
Oculus might be the first time since 2005 that Capcom's seminal survival horror game feels completely new. Resident Evil 4 VR isn't some sampler running you through the best parts of the 2005 classic. This is the full game remade in virtual reality, and you'll be able to experience every area, puzzle, and boss fight in a new light.
Oh shit.
And I'll be the first to tell you that this might be the first time in a long while that I've been excited to play through the entirety of Resident Evil 4 again.
Damn, actual good impressions? What? I thought there was going to be tore into.
Resident Evil 4 is best known for modernizing the Resident Evil formula and pivoted the series towards a more action-oriented direction. Gone were the slow-paced controls and sluggish gunplay. It introduced a new, faster third-person combat system while expanding the arsenal with new weapons and melee attacks. All of this translates well in virtual reality. If you've
You have to manually reload your guns.
You'll know that if there's one genre VR excels at and potentially surpasses the console experience, it's a shooter. To this end, much of the original Resident Evil 4 experience has been remade to be interacted with. Weapons are a good example.
Oh, cutscenes look all weird.
All the
Okay.
tools a player needs will be somewhere on their person and can be grabbed as necessary. Need to pull out a gun? Grab it from your waist. Need to heal yourself? Your health items can be grabbed
Look at
from
this
your
Leon
left shoulder.
utility
Pull out
belt.
a knife? Holster on your chest. Reloading your weapon is done in real time as well. Your ammo
Holy
is in a
shit.
pouch on your left side, and you'll need to physically pull
Dude, this
out
is gonna
ammo
get
cartridges
crazy.
and
This
load them
game's
into your
action
weapon.
fucking
The
packed.
whole experience has a learning curve.
This
but
shit's
once you
gonna get
develop the muscle
crazy.
memory, it's almost second nature.
Yeah, I'm assuming that
have also been-
teleport walking would probably be how I would have to play it. I'm wondering if there's options for teleport walking or if you can play it like RE7 style.
Remade so they can be interacted with. One puzzle in the church area requires players to move different colored lights correctly to form the right shape. In the VR version, you'll press virtual buttons on the machine to move around the lights the right way.
Oh, they completely
Items are
changed the
also
way the
handled
puzzles
in a
actually
full-size
function.
virtual window where you can pick
Whoa,
up
what the
items
hell is
and
this
rearrange
shit?
them by physically moving them around. And saving your game is done on a fully interactive typewriter, which might be my favorite thing ever. Not everything is in VR though.
Whoa.
All the cutscenes in the game aren't viewed in first person, but on a virtual theater screen. And anytime Leon does an action like climb a ladder or jump through a window, RE4 VR switches from a first-person perspective to the same theater view.
Oh, yeah, it's like
elegant
you're in the
transition,
theater.
But I understand why it was done.
Holy crap.
I doubt jumping and rolling out of a second-story window would be pleasant in VR. The more serious issue is how some of the combat encounters translate into the new format.
Yeah, I was gonna
Resident
say.
Evil 4 was a much more action-oriented turn for the series, and that included adding a lot of intense mob encounters. On consoles and PC, this wasn't a problem, but in VR, the intensity and the difficulty of these encounters are substantial.
Like, you're gonna be sitting here. Eat this, Lewis. like holy fucking shit. There's no pause button. Eat an egg. It'll look like an absolute asshole trying to take down all these zombies and shit. Yeah, I'm scared. That seems intimidating.
Fighting a wave of enemies by pulling your weapons from holsters and reloading them in real time can be incredibly thrilling, but if you're partial to motion sickness, you'll likely be playing using the teleportation controls.
Oh, so there is an option for teleportation controls. Good. Hopefully that's not too bad. There's 3 emotes for movement, analog, sit/stand, comfort, level height, and teleportation. Okay. Okay, good. That's good, because that seems really crazy.
And getting away
I'm like, I need 8 arms to play this fucking game.
from a mob with this kind of movement while physically managing your inventory is quite the challenge. Boss fights elicit a different reaction altogether. There's nothing quite like fighting El Gigante in virtual reality, staring up at his towering figure while shooting him with everything you have. Similarly, there's also nothing quite like seeing this entire gloomy world in VR. You can almost smell the rot and blood in the village.
Oh yeah, I think this is the kind of stuff that I'm most looking forward to, right? Actually being in the environment and interacting with it, like actually having Ganado's chainsaw guy up your ass running at you. You turn around and it's like, ah! Like that's the kind of shit that's like, all right, damn, it has depth. It's there with you, you know? You could smell it. What's the resolution like on this helmet? Because this looks a lot better than the last time I played VR, which was with Resident Evil 7.
But there are also
It looks
moments
a
of
lot better.
serene beauty you can only experience for the first time in VR. If you've skipped every re-release of Resident Evil 4 because of the incremental changes made
Over 1440p? Damn, that's
for
good.
each version, Resident Evil 4 VR is the most substantially different take on the game I've seen in a long while, and I'm eager to fully revisit this exhilarating nightmare when Resident Evil 4 VR is released this October.
Dude, it's kind of hilarious how RE4, this is the second time RE4 has technically been remade, right? Like RE4 got remade from fans, number one, right? They just ported the game and put it on other stuff. This is not a port, this is technically a remake, right? This is a virtual reality remake of the game with similar visuals. The fans made an HD remake, which is almost done. The ports include like, well, granted, it's been ported to like everything, Gamescom included, but they got, in terms of actual remakes, the fan remake, the VR remake, and potentially the new Capcom remake. So weirdly enough, like, this isn't, and I think a lot of people had the question, was this the RE4 remake? Is this the one that is like the rumored / leaked Capcom leak RE4 project? And it's like, no, this is something different. Like, it was confirmed a while back that this is indeed a different project. It's not. So at the same time, in the same space, somehow Resident Evil 4 is getting remade twice. That is so friggin' weird to me that they're remaking RE4 technically twice in 2 completely different ways. Talk about a game that just refuses to die. And I mean, granted, it's one of the greatest games of all time. It just is. It deserves to be on everything, and we deserve to play it a billion different ways every single time. But yes, this is absolutely Capcom's Final Fantasy VII. It genuinely is. They're going to find any way to spin this game in any single possible form and do it over and over and over and over and over again. In 10 years, we'll be playing another RE4 remake on another system. It's their Skyrim. So, long story short, I'm actually really looking forward to this. I was going to play RE4 again for like Halloween, October time, and I might actually just save that because the fan mod is still getting some changes and they're almost done. And I would like to go through the fan mod again because that is genuinely like a fan remake of the game in many ways. I'd say it's more like a remaster. The semantics really don't matter, but it's genuinely like a transformative kind of experience when you play it. And we played it like 4 years ago now, 3 or 4 years ago now, and it was fantastic. So I don't know. I really am curious to actually play Resident Evil 4 a completely different way, which is what this is going to be. But I can confidently say that I need to get myself a Quest 2, and we got to check this out because I am curious. I am very curious, right? I would absolutely like this to be a thing that I play. And a Facebook account? Fucking, you can have my Facebook account. You can have my 10-year-old data that I haven't updated in literally forever.